Good morning, lovelies. I'm Queen Lovely. So this will be your melanated motivation for the week. I hope you guys are having a great Monday and had a great weekend. These are intuitive messages for the collective. This may not apply. If it doesn't, I have a big spring sale going on right now. As you can see on the screen, it is for phone sessions. We have 10 minutes for $15.55, and we have 15 minutes for $25.55, okay? Also, as you can see, if you use the code Melanated10, that allows you to get $10 off of any of the phone sessions, not including the sales sessions. So make sure you check that out. So let's get into this week's Melanated motivation. So the main card that stands out to me this week is the Justice card. This was the first card that popped up, okay? And this is basically like, the energy of the week. And then at the back of the deck, we have the High Priestess. So we have two major arcana cards, okay? So the Justice card speaks about balance. It also speaks about a level of self-awareness. And with the High Priestess card at the back, this is basically telling me to really be in tune with the universe this week, okay? To really be in tune with your crown chakra and your third eye chakra. You may want to prioritize, clearing out your crown chakra, which deals with your ability to connect with the spiritual realm, or clearing out your third eye chakra, which deals with your ability to see things beyond the surface. The Justice card talks about having a level of self-awareness that puts you in a place to get your just due, okay? A lot of you may feel like you're worried about money this week, okay? I see a lot of people trying to stabilize their money, and I feel like that's because on a collective level, a lot of people's emotional security is tied to their financial security, which is normal. However, there's something about this energy with this Devil card here that is telling me that you kind of need to take a step back this week, and you need to reevaluate your life. Is your job a job that's like a high stress environment, but you are not getting that reciprocity when it comes to your paycheck, when it comes to being rewarded, when it comes to acknowledgement? Do you feel like this job is wearing you down? I have the King of Staffs here, but this King of Staffs, he looks tired. He looks old. He looks decrepit. However, it's over this Ace of Swords. So this is telling me that when it comes to how y'all make your money, even if you are self-employed, a lot of people are going to be in a deep reflective state this week, which is on par because we have entered the Mercury retrograde shadow period. We know when Mercury goes into retrograde, this is a period where we're supposed to stop. We are supposed to slow down, and we are supposed to reflect. And the beautiful thing about this is, if I'm not mistaken, this may be our first retrograde period, or it may be our second. But either way, you notice that it's kind of happening towards the middle of the year. So I would humbly suggest that my lovelies and anybody who comes across this video today or during the week, that you really look at the first half of your 2021 so far. What is it that you've accomplished that you set intentions to do? What is it that you haven't accomplished? Do not beat yourself up this week if you're looking like, damn, we're almost in June, we're almost halfway through this year, and I haven't accomplished this and that. Reevaluate if you still want those things, or if you still need those things, or if these are adjustments that are still needed or that are wanted when it comes to your life and what it is, because we're changing and evolving every day as spiritual beings having a physical experience, okay? Another thing that I'm getting is that if some of you have been praying or manifesting financial security, you may find this week that an opportunity is presented to you that allows for that. Please ignore the sirens in the background. I live in New York City. It's very active all the time, so I apologize if that's distracting you. But you may find this week that what you've been hoping for, what you've been manifesting, and if you've been listening, I see some of you falling asleep listening to money affirmations, I am wealthy affirmations. Some of you have been working on your root chakra, really grounding yourself and being confident in the fact that you're being taken care of, that your needs are being met by the universe in the background, even if you don't see the result as of yet. Something is going to be presented to you this week because we have this Ace of Staffs and this Ace of Swords, okay? So this is a new opportunity. This is a blank slate. There's a new way of doing things. There's a new way of thinking and processing information that's coming your way. And with this King of Staffs, another message that I'm picking up for some of you guys in the collective is, all of those grandiose plans and all of those things that you've been working towards is finally going to be presented to you. Justice is finally going to be served. Your high priestess attributes, your ability to discern what's going on, your intuitive hunches that you've been following. Some of you have just solely been relying on your intuition and trusting everything will fall into place. You're going to be rewarded for that level of faith. You're going to be rewarded for that spiritual level up. With this Seven of Cups over the Devil card, I'm also hearing that some of you have been conquering your demons. Some of you have been conquering your demons. Some of you have been stabilizing your emotions, followed by the Seven of Staffs. So this talks about perseverance. This talks about pushing through. Rewards is coming. Rewards is coming. Some of you guys have been on the spiritual journey. A lot of things have been coming your way, and you're finally going to be recognized and rewarded for that. So those are the messages for this week, the Melanated, weekly motivation. And I'm going to pull some more cards to tell you what to expect for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. So right now we're currently still in Taurus season, which is an earth sign. And the first two cards that came out was the Nine of Coins and the Three of Coins. So I definitely get this energy of, once again, stopping and pausing and reflecting on finances. How are you making your money? Now, the beautiful thing about these two cards is the Nine of Coins shows a man, woman, whatever you want to say, standing around a bunch of coins. And this individual looks very peaceful, has the red bird on them, has the blue on and the white on, and everything is just pretty good. And then the second card with the Three of Coins, you see two men kneeling down to a taller man. So some of you may be transitioning. Some of you may work for yourself, and you're thinking about getting a part-time job so that you can have more flexibility with your money. You probably want to take that money from this part-time job on the books and, invest it into your business. And some of you work for someone and you're thinking about quitting in efforts to work for yourself. Either way, whatever decision you make, you have to make sure it is in your best interest, because for some of you, I get that you may have a family to consider, or you may be in a relationship with someone you may have to consider, and you may be the breadwinner. This person may expect that you bring a certain gross income into the household or into the relationship, and I get that is what's holding you back. That's what's holding you back. I'm not saying that you shouldn't consider these people or this individual, but you have to do what you know is best. And that's why I said, with that Justice card and with that High Priestess card, this week is going to be about having a high level of self-awareness, about, having a connection with your higher self that resides in the spiritual realm, because you're going to find that you have to rely on your intuition more and more during these times. Jupiter has entered Pisces. Mercury is about to go into retrograde. So there's going to be a lot of shifts going on astrologically that's going to be affecting us. And this is not nothing to be afraid of or to be scared of, but this is just the perfect time to really tap in and ground yourself, like I've been talking about, as we are entering Gemini season. We have the Knight of Cups with the Hangman. We have the Page of Staffs, and we have the Ten of Staffs. So once again, a graduation happening, going from the student, which is the Page, to the Ten of Staffs, which is someone who is victorious, okay? The Knight of Cups over the Hangman, this could represent water signs. So maybe water signs will be the most affected by this Mercury retrograde coming up. And what does the Hangman represent? It represents surrendering to the divine. It represents kind of stagnating and hanging in the balance. So if you feel the need to pause, if you feel the need to rest, if you feel the need to just stop and reevaluate, that is your higher self speaking to you. Move in alignment and don't move against it. Just go with the flow and trust the universe, okay? So I don't want this to be too lengthy. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Please hit the thumbs up if this is your first time here. Subscribe. Hit and enable that notification bell. And once again, as you can see on the screen, we have a spring sale at Melanated Crowns, okay? For phone sessions, you could get a 10-minute reading for $15.55, or you could get a 15-minute reading for $25.55. And using the code Melanated10, that allows for you to get $10 off of any service, any phone service, and that excludes the sale reading. So please do not try to put the Melanated10 code in on a reading that is already discounted. These are for the readings such as if you want a 20-minute reading for $44, you could get it for $34. If you want a 30-minute reading for $65, you could get it for $55. And if you want to book any of the spiritual advising sessions, which are not intuitive sessions and they're not readings, you could get $10 off of that as well. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this message resonated with you. If so, let me know below in the comments, and have a beautiful day. And thank you for being part of the Melanated Crowns community. Bye.